try to have a routine. If not a routine, have a routine habits. Okay, so what's the meaning behind these two words? A routine, everyone knows what routine is, right? Routine is just waking up, brushing your teeth, going for a coffee, making your backpack, going to school, finish school, drive home or walk home, eat, like maybe take a nap or study for exact time, eat at the exact time, eat the same meals, do the same training, sleep at the same time, just do everything in the same clock schedules and in the same intensity and in the same like mundane way, right? And that's probably the most effective thing, and not probably, this is the most effective way to become successful in any area. Just training consistently in a routine, with recovering consistently and doing everything just properly with a routine in the mundane way. That's how you make most progress, right? But not everybody is willing to do that. Yeah, it will give you the most results, but here we aim for a consistency, not for like perfect results, right? This is the idea of this video. So if you don't want like the perfect results always, you just want to stay consistent, you need to learn how to use routine habits. We cleared what a routine is, but now clear habits are routine habits. What is routine habits? Routine habits are just like these little parts of your day, which still for some people will be mundane, but not like the routine. Because for example, when you travel somewhere, you have like that routine habit of like doing some movement. You cannot go without training, right? Because your body just wants to move and to train. So you have that routine habit of just doing 50 push-ups, 50 crunches, and go for a walk or go for a run. Like, and depends on your time, you can expand it or shorten it, but just for 1 hour, do like some basic stuff, some basic movement, some basic exercise, because you have the routine habit of doing that. Yeah, for that you don't have to have the perfect sleep, had the perfect mood, or even had the perfect meals. Or for example, with diet and with meals, you know you have to eat a certain calories or a certain amount of meat and eggs and veggies and all that stuff. But let's say, for example, you cannot cook right now and you cannot have a meal right now, but you have done this before, you didn't had time before, so you just have the routine habit of fasting and eating more food on dinner, for example, getting like your lunch or dinner, and yeah, you'll be feeling a little bit full, but you know it's for good cause, you know, you do it for good. And when like you're traveling or you're having a busy work or a busy day, or you're just not in the mood for it, you have the habit of fasting, you have the habit of doing some movement, of just training. And with the studying, the same thing. For example, let's say you're somewhere out and you have to study, like, you know, you have to study, you have the routine habit of just going through your phone and just going through material online for like an hour. You set a timer for 1 hour and you just disappear from the world and just read for an hour and study for an hour, because you have the routine habit. Routine habit is something that you don't need to have the perfect routine or the perfect mood for. It will be probably as 70% efficient as all the routine work and all the recovery work and all the stuff. And once you find a way to have that routine habits in your day-to-day life, you just do 70% of the work. Yeah, you're not gonna be perfect as a routine, but it's a pretty good way to stay consistent, you know, because not even in training and not even on these few things that we talk about, even in life, nothing will be like a routine, and it doesn't have to be. Your life is not gonna be like routine, you know. You're gonna have different periods, different interests, and you're just gonna live a different life. That's what at least I hope for myself and what I hope for you, to live a different experience and live like a different life, and don't live the same mundane routine life and die like with just a routine, dying with a routine without fucking memories, man. That's not how I want to live, and that's not how I'm teaching you to live. And the second thing that will get you the most consistent in the things that you're doing, and that got me the most consistent, is find a way to love the act you're doing. You probably heard more than enough times, a person who loves the destination will walk less than a person who loves walking. And that's like the best philosophy for life. It's always like a person who just loves the act he is doing. As I always say, he will be that 70 years old grandpa that you will see at the calisthenics park doing push-ups, pull-ups, even with band, or that grandpa that you see running every morning, every single morning, because he is doing this as a routine. He goes to train every morning, literally every morning for the same time. He had done that as a routine or as a routine habit, and he loved it. It's like he loved it. He do the two things that I'm saying to you right now. And that's actually a real person, a real grandpa that I saw in the park running and doing calisthenics, and he was looking fantastic just because he's doing these two things that I said to you right now. And finding a way to love something. How you do it? I mean, really how you do it. The first thing that you need to do is do this act enough times, because you cannot love something you had done 100 times or sometimes even 1,000 times. Sometimes for you to just love something, you need to do it minimum 500 times, if not 1,000 times. And yeah, that means having like 500 workouts so they can become like a habit and they can become like something you love, because they just become a part of your day-to-day life. And once something becomes a part of your day-to-day life, your body and your mind become comfortable with it. If you always do pretty much the same work for the same time, and your mind just starts to search for it. And if you don't do it, your mind starts to search for that feeling in some other areas and some other things in your life. So if you don't work out, if you work out for like 3 years and you stop working out, your body will probably start to search for that feeling of working out in video games or like in go outs or just probably some toxic habits. But loving this act and getting it into your day-to-day life will do the work for you. So you just do it for a few hundred times, a few hundred times. The other thing that will help you is getting like your normal day-to-day life better. Because man, for real, if you're playing all day video games and you're just lying in your house, of course the training is gonna feel hard for you. Of course training is gonna feel like not even that fun for you. Because literally your day-to-day life suck. Your day-to-day life is shit. But for example, if you go out with the friends for a walks and you work, you're productive, you have some meaningful work, you, I don't know, play a guitar or something, you have a very good and meaningful hobby, working out will feel like something good, something you really want to do, something that is just there for you and something that you enjoy doing. If you do things that you can see real progress in, like playing a guitar or having a meaningful work or studying, getting good grades, automatically training is probably the same. You have the same feeling from it and you start like it. And what happens when you start like something? You just do it mindlessly, in a good way. You're focused on the trainings. It's not even the priority. Sometimes it's not even the priority, like the body and the training, but you just do it because you cannot live without it, because you have done it so much times that you just become comfortable with it. And without it, you just feel like sick. You feel like something is not good for you. That's the level of love you should have for the workout, to be consistent and to have results without even noticing. And that's how you stay consistent with training and with everything else in life. You need to find a way to like it and to like do it in a routine or in a routine habit, and you will be consistent with it and you will win in life. It's that simple, man. That's everything that I would tell to my fat self, to my old self. Right now, I'm not talking to the camera or to you, I'm talking to my old self with the things that he needs to do. I hope I helped you. If this video helped you, I would be very grateful if you share it with a friend and subscribe to my channel and like the video. And all the best for you, brother. See you in the next video.